The library was my sanctuary, a haven from the chaos of the world. Its towering shelves held countless tales, waiting to be discovered. But there was one particular section that always caught my attention: the forbidden archives. Nestled in a secluded corner of the library, these archives were said to house the darkest and most enigmatic books ever written. Curiosity consumed me, urging me to explore their secrets. One stormy night, armed with a flickering lantern, I ventured into the depths of the forbidden. As I made my way through the labyrinthine corridors, the air grew heavy, and an unsettling silence settled around me. The books seemed to whisper, their voices barely audible but filled with an otherworldly longing. The hairs on my neck stood on end as I stepped into the dimly lit chamber of the archives. Rows upon rows of ancient tomes stretched out before me. The shelves groaned under the weight of forgotten knowledge. A sense of trepidation filled the air, as if the books themselves were aware of my presence. Among them, I spotted a peculiar volume, an intricately designed leather-bound book, adorned with macabre symbols. Drawn to its aura, I carefully reached out and touched its weathered surface. The moment my fingertips made contact, a jolt coursed through me. The whispers intensified, forming a symphony of haunting voices that echoed through the chamber. With trembling hands, I opened the book, and a surge of energy pulsed through the room. The whispers transformed into a chorus of spectral beings, their ethereal forms materializing around me. They were the forgotten authors, the lost souls of writers who had poured their essence into these forbidden tomes. The ghostly figures circled me, their eyes filled with a mixture of longing and despair. They implored me to read their stories, to give voice to their pain and suffering. Overwhelmed by their pleas, I succumbed to their demands, diving into the pages that held their darkest secrets. Each story I read unleashed a torrent of emotions: grief, terror, and unimaginable horrors. The lines between reality and fiction blurred as the characters from the pages manifested before me, their torment palpable. I became a vessel for their anguish, a conduit through which their stories could be experienced once again. But as I delved deeper into the forgotten tome, the spirits grew restless, their grip on my mind and soul tightening. Their stories became more twisted, their presence more oppressive. I realized I had become trapped within the very tales I had summoned. Frantically, I sought a way to break free from their clutches. With every ounce of strength, I closed the book, severing the connection between their world and mine. The room fell silent, the spectral figures fading into nothingness. I stumbled out of the archives, gasping for breath, the weight of the stories I had witnessed still heavy on my conscience. The forbidden archives had exacted a toll, forever changing me. I had become a witness to the tortured souls trapped within the pages, their whispers forever etched in my mind. The old library stood as a monument to the town's history, its majestic presence captivating all who entered. But behind its elegant facade lay a dark secret, an ancient curse that plagued the halls and turned the once beloved sanctuary into a realm of terror. As an avid book lover, I had spent countless hours exploring the library's vast collection. But one autumn evening, the atmosphere felt different, charged with an unseen energy. Whispers danced through the air, their eerie melodies sending shivers down my spine. Drawn to the mysterious allure, I ventured deeper into the labyrinth of shelves. Shadows seemed to dance with malevolence, stretching and contorting as if trying to pull me into their ethereal grasp. The books, once symbols of knowledge, now exuded a sense of foreboding. In the heart of the library, I stumbled upon a forgotten chamber, a room secluded from prying eyes. The air grew colder, and a sense of dread washed over me. My instincts screamed at me to turn back, but a morbid curiosity held me in its clutches. The room was dimly lit, its ancient books stacked haphazardly on dusty shelves. The whispers grew louder, their voices filled with anguish and despair. I reached out for a book, its worn cover radiating a chilling energy. As I opened the book, the room plunged into darkness. A gust of wind extinguished the candles, and an icy hand grazed my cheek. Panic set in as a haunting voice whispered in my ear, recounting tales of suffering and tragedy. The room came alive with apparitions, ghostly figures materializing before my eyes. They were the tormented souls of long-departed librarians, forever bound to this cursed place. Their faces contorted with anguish, their hollow eyes pleading for release. Paralyzed by fear, I watched as the spirits wailed and moaned, their spectral forms merging with the shadows. The library's architecture twisted and warped, becoming a nightmarish labyrinth. I was trapped in a realm where reality and nightmares coexisted. Desperation overcame me as I realized the curse had claimed me as its own. In a last-ditch effort, I reached deep within, drawing upon a wellspring of courage. With a resounding shout, I uttered the words of a forgotten incantation, a plea for salvation. A blinding light erupted, scattering the spirits and banishing the darkness. I found myself outside the library, gasping for air. The whispers had ceased, replaced by an eerie silence. The cursed library stood before me, its doors forever closed. Haunted by the memories of that night, I vowed to unravel the mysteries that plagued the library. Its halls may have been empty, but the echoes of the tormented spirits remained, forever etched in my mind. In the heart of a quaint town stood a library that seemed frozen in time. Its grand architecture and stained glass windows exuded an old-world charm. But as the sun set and darkness cloaked the streets, an eerie presence awakened within its walls. I had always been drawn to the library, seeking solace in its embrace. On a moonlit night, curiosity drove me to explore its hidden depths. Little did I know that I was about to uncover the chilling truth that lay behind its tranquil facade. As I ventured deeper into the labyrinth of shelves, a sense of unease settled upon me. Whispers tickled the edge of my consciousness, their voices laced with malice. Shadows danced, elongating and distorting into twisted forms. A silhouette emerged from the darkness, a figure cloaked in tattered robes, their face obscured by the hood. The librarian. But there was something off about them, an aura of malevolence that sent shivers down my spine. They gestured for me to follow. Compelled by an unknown force, I obeyed, unable to resist their call. We descended into the library's hidden catacombs, an abyss of forgotten knowledge and lost souls. The air grew heavy, suffocating, as if the weight of the library's secrets pressed upon my chest. In the heart of the catacombs, we reached a chamber illuminated by flickering candlelight. Ancient tomes lined the walls, their titles written in an indecipherable language. The librarian revealed a book, its pages stained with the darkness of centuries. As I touched the book, a surge of malevolent energy coursed through me. Whispers transformed into sinister laughter that echoed through the chamber. The librarian's true nature was unveiled, an entity that had consumed the souls of countless readers, feeding on their curiosity. Panic seized me as I realized the librarian's intentions. I had become ensnared in their web, destined to be just another victim. Desperation fueled my resolve as I fought against the darkness, summoning the strength to break free. With a burst of courage, I snatched the book from the librarian's grasp and tore through the catacombs, the echoes of their wicked laughter reverberating behind me. I emerged from the depths, gasping for breath, clutching the accursed book tightly. But the librarian's presence still lingered, their hunger unabated. I knew I couldn't let the book fall into the wrong hands. With a heavy heart, I made a fateful decision. I sought out a hidden alcove, deep within the forest, and set the book ablaze. As the flames consumed the book, the librarian's power waned, their influence diminished. The library returned to its former tranquility, the whispers silenced. I had paid a steep price, but I had saved others from falling victim to the malevolent librarian's grasp. The library remained a sanctuary for the town, its dark secret known only to those who had braved its depths. The memory of the malevolent librarian haunted my dreams, a constant reminder that even within the hallowed halls of knowledge, darkness could lurk.